So we can break apart the hit me if I seem a little unimpressed with this. An antisocial pessimist, but usually I don't mess with this, and I know.
Hello and welcome back to the next video, guys. And now we'd like to dive a little more in DAX functions, and I will show you what is apples to apples comparison means. So let's explore what I mean here. So sometimes in your dataset you will have a month which has not yet finished it. So in my dataset here I will have May 2021 sales figure which is not yet finished yet here. So if I used any kind of time intelligence functions and I'll compare with this sales figure with the prior month sales figure, then it should not be valid. Why? Because this sales figure for this April, it is completed, but this sales figure for the May, it is not yet completed. So what I'll do first, and I'll copy this visual and paste it to this new page here. And instead of average sales, let's check this for sum of sales and remove this. Now you can see here, if I use, for instance, if I have, let's say we have 6 day sales figure, that is 18,000 something. And if I compare this with this April sales figure for the 30 days or 31st day sales figure, so it should not, it is wrong. So we need to compare this 6 day sales figure with the 6 day sales figure of the April. So that's what apples to apples comparison means. So let's explore how we can achieve this. So what I'll do, I'll create a new measure here, which is the total sales last month. Total sales for the last month here, and here I'll use calculate function. Calculate the expression. We want the total sales here. For the filter expression here, I'll use data function here, and for the dates here, we use dates table date here. And for the number of interval, I say prime one, that is -1. For the interval, I want the month wise. uh, Now let's add this to our visual here. So we have this, sorry, this total sales last month. Now you can see here we are comparing this May 2021 sales for the 6 days. We are comparing with the whole date, that is 30 days sales figure or 31st day sales figure of April. So this is wrong. So how we can compare this 6 day sales figure with this 6 day sales figure? That is apples to apples. So let's see. Now what I'll do, I'll create another measure here which is similar to the previous one, but here which is total sales for the last month, but this is to apples apples to apples. Now here I'll use again calculate function. Calculate what? The total sales. And for the filter expression we use again data function here. And for the dates here, what I'll do, I'll use a filter date here, filter table date table here. So here for the table here, I use DATESMTD DATESMTD function. So what it does, it returns the set of dates in a month up to the current date. So that's what we want here. So here we need to use dates table date here. And for the filter expression, what I say, get the dates table date. This dates table date that should be less than or equal to the max of order, means the last order date, last order date, order stable order date. Yes, this. Then close this. Now here we need to provide the number of intervals. I want the prior one, that is -1 month wise. Now let's format this first. Let's close this and let's format this to the new line here. This, yes. Now let's add this to our visual here. Now you can see here, now instead of comparing with the whole 30 days sales figure, now we are comparing this 6 days 6 days sales figure with the 6 days sales figure of the prior month, that is somewhere like 23,000. So now this is what the apples to apples comparison. But now one additional thing that I want to notice here, that I want to notice you that here we are getting sum of sales for the all, but for the some month here, like here for the November, here you can see here we got October sales, that is prior month sales like 66,000, but we are getting 62,154. And for this month, yeah, for this February month also, you can see here we are getting like 65,000 instead of 76,000 prior month sales figure. Why it is so? So the reason is, I said in the beginning of this video, that is we are doing apples to apples comparison. That means if the specific day in the prior month that has not sale, if I had some a holiday date, then this date, that date should not be completed. So let me show you what I mean here. So what I'll do, I'll just copy this and paste it here, and let's adjust this to this right here. Now we don't want this and this also. And what I want is, I want the date here. This should be month, year wise, month wise. I want the date, yeah. And here for the November here, yeah, for the November you can see the November sales figure starts from the third date. We didn't have the sales figure for this second and first date here. And these much days are compared with the previous, that is October. You can see for the October here we got 31st, till the first to 31st days. So we have 31st days here. This 31st days, this should be compared with this 31st date, but here we don't have the sales figure for the some days here. That's why we are getting this 62,000. So this should not be compared. That's why we are getting this sales figure. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed in this video. Stay tuned for the next video. Thank you.